Hi, Jackelynette. How are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay. Before we get started, just wanted to briefly remind you about our confidentiality. Everything you say here is confidential unless you say something that leads me to believe that you're a harm to yourself or to others. Okay? Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Um, how are you and the baby doing?
We're doing good. We're doing really good.
Okay. From the last time we talked, you were having concerns because you were um, pregnant and it was an unplanned pregnancy. You were trying to talk to your boyfriend and you didn't know how that was going to go. And then you wanted to get a plan together before you talked to your parents. Um, Tell me a little bit about how that went.
Talking to my boyfriend went well. He was really excited. He was more excited than I was, and that was a little shocking because when I told him, he was automatically like, "Yay, I'm gonna be a dad," and I was like, I wasn't that excited.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After telling him, I finally like kind of got my nerves together so that we could go and sit down and talk to my parents. That didn't go so well. They were furious, like upset with me and also him. They didn't understand how, we would make a mistake like this. They didn't understand why we would sacrifice going to school to become parents.
Okay. Now you say furious.
Yes. Just like kind of just mad. I didn't think they would be mad. I thought they would be upset, but they were really mad. Like, um, not like yelling at us, like, you guys know better than this, and how are you going to take care of your child? You're not done with your college education, and things like this. So it just seemed like they were just like really furious at the fact that we had, you know, become pregnant unexpectedly. And I mean, we didn't have to share it with them. We chose to share it because we didn't want to be having to like face it alone when we have parents.
How did that make you feel?
It made me sad because I just thought maybe that they would be like, well, everything's gonna be okay, but it was the complete opposite. They were more everything's not okay, and it just made me a little uncomfortable.
So the reaction was a little bit more surprising than you had expected.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, do you feel that that's going to resolve throughout time?
I would hope so. I think it's really just gonna take a while because my parents are um, they're pro education. That's what their dream was for me to finish school, get a career, and then get married and have children. So I just really hope that over time, as the pregnancy gets further along, that they would be able to, just say, well, things happen, and accept me and my family.
But you said that that's their plan for you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I want to finish school too, but I never planned on getting pregnant while I was in school. But that's always what I was taught, like, go to school, get an education, get married, have a family. Basically in that order, not really like compromising.
Do you agree with that order?
I do. I mean, because I enjoy going to school, and I do think that being a mom will have a lot. It'll make responsibilities for me and my boyfriend, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I know it won't be easy, but I think that we can do it.
Do you think that that's going to impact your relationship in a positive way?
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, he seemed excited, so I just hope that we can just kind of move forward with everything that's going on and happening.
Okay. So from what I hear you say, you've talked to your parents, you've talked to your boyfriend. He's excited.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents are not really on board. It's not what you expected. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that I've left out?
No, not really. But I mean, I guess it's just overwhelming a little.
Overwhelming? How?
Just not having my mom and my dad, they've always like been my support system and having my back. So it's really disappointing that they can't look past, like making a mistake. Like I'm gonna have a baby. That's okay. We know that. So what can we do now? Like the baby's already here. It'll be here soon. So I don't want them just to be angry at me the whole time.
So do I hear you correctly? You're saying that you feel that your support system is not really your parents, and that they're kind of looking back at, the things that they feel you should be doing and not so much what you are doing.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Okay. Now, when you talk to your parents, both of you talk to them together?
Yes, I let my boyfriend come, which was probably a bad idea.
Why do you say that?
I don't think my parents would have been so upset maybe if I would have came to them one on one, but I feel like he's a part of this child's life too, so why shouldn't he be here? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I can understand them wanting to have a separate conversation with me, but if it's concerning my child, which is his child too, I don't really have a choice to leave him out.
Okay.
And I don't think they see it like that. They're more one sided, like, you're my child, and, you know.
How did your boyfriend react to that?
I think he expected it a little because he knows that my parents are over dramatic about everything. So he was kind of like on the fence, like I want to be there to support you and hold your hand, but he didn't want to feel, you know, he didn't want to feel so like blamed, like they really,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Do you think that they blamed him, or do you feel that he thinks that they blamed him?
I think he thinks that they blamed him, but I feel like we equally share the responsibility. Like they're upset with both of us, but he just feels like that my parents are like, well, it's your fault that she's pregnant and y'all are still in school.
What makes you think that that's what he believes?
Just because after sitting down with my parents, he was kind of like, maybe this isn't a good idea.
Okay.
So,
Well, was he thinking that was not a good idea?
um, probably like just sitting down and talking to them the way we did. He said that we probably could have waited a little longer, but I was like, well, if we wait any longer, we're not gonna have a chance to talk to them on our terms because they're gonna know that I'm pregnant,
Mm.
and then we hid it from them. So I'm just happy that we just, even though we didn't get what we were expecting, we were able to talk to them, and I felt better because now I care, but I kind of don't care what they think because they already said what they thought about it and they weren't happy.
How do you find that makes you feel?
Um, I feel a little bit of stress relief because it's
Okay.
like they know now, like I'm not hiding, I'm not like trying to steer clear of everybody. It's like this is what's going on in my life and it's my life, so I'm not gonna.
So you're not dreading that pending conversation you need to have.
Right, right. It's like
Okay.
over and done with. And it feels good. I'm excited.
Okay, well, good. Now, you had mentioned last time that you were also still in school.
hmm
How is that going?
School's going good. I mean, I'm keeping up with my classes so far, so good. So I just hope that I'm able to maintain, like, going to school and just preparing for the baby to come.
Okay. All right. Now, did you look into the resources from last time?
Um, Not yet, just because I really haven't had a chance. But
Okay.
I felt like I had a little bit more time before I started seeking like help and things like
Mhm.
that. I was able to go to the doctor and that went well. That was my main concern. So I said maybe in a couple of weeks I would start, going to some of the places we had talked about.
Okay. Now, did you want to follow up?
hmm
Okay. Now, when we follow up, is there anything that you feel that you want to focus on?
Um, I just really want to like work with my parents to try to not really change their mind, but just see that although I made a mistake, like that's not gonna change like who I am, or I'm still gonna be their child, the person that they raised with their values and morals and things like that. I just want them to see that I'm okay and I'm gonna be okay.
Okay, so you kind of just want to seek their acceptance, and you want to make sure that they know that you're not giving up school. You're still going to be able to do this.
Yes.
Okay. All right. When would you like to come back in?
Probably in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. All right. We will make that happen. And in the meantime, if anything happens, or if you have any questions, or if you feel that you just need to talk to somebody, you have my contact information.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. You
Okay.
have a good day.
Me too. Thank you.